Bore da bawb and welcome to this week's assembly. I'm very sorry this assembly is so late. I'm trying to get it out earlier in the week. Once again, I've had to put in a lot of hard work and effort and persevere because my machine in my office has decided it doesn't want to work and I have no internet, and the laptop I'm working on doesn't want to work. So I was very excited about the assembly that I wanted to put out this week, but there was a video involved with it, and trying to get the video to record has been a little bit tricky. So I've waited and I've waited, and I thought I can't wait any longer to touch base with you all. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different instead, while I'm waiting for my machine to be fixed. But I was very excited about the assembly and what this assembly was going to introduce you. So fingers crossed I'll be able to sort that for you by the end of the week. So I thought today we'd touch base on a story that we've seen before. And I read this story to you back in the summer when we returned after lockdown the last time. And the story is called My Monster and Me. And it's about worries, because we all get worries, and at the moment it's a very worrying time, not just for adults but for children as well. You might be worried about not seeing your friends, you might be worried about the virus, you might be worried about not being in school or accessing your work, and we all have worries, and that's absolutely fine. But it's what we do with them that's important, because if those worries build inside us, then they get bigger and bigger and bigger, as you'll see in today's story. So some of you will have heard this before. In fact, most of you will have heard this before. But as you know, I love to revisit books, especially my favourite ones, and this is one of my favourite ones. So today's story is My Monster and Me. So this is my monster. This is me. Now you'll notice the monster is very, very big, and the little boy in our story is very, very small. I've always known my monster. It's always been there. It knows all about me. Maybe my monster arrived when I did. Maybe it moved in when I learned to walk and talk. I don't remember. It was always big when it stood in front of me. I could see nothing but its huge tummy. At night, when I lay in bed, I could hear nothing but its ginormous, growly snore. Oh gosh, look, little boy's in bed, and the monster, which is huge, is sleeping next to him, and he's making a big noise. I wanted Mum to take it away, but when Mum was there, my monster hid. I wished my brother could take it away, but my monster hid again. I wanted Dad to take it away, but it had hid from him too. My monster got bossier. It started telling me what to do when I was getting dressed and brushing my teeth. When I wanted to play with my toys, it sat on me. It even made me stay indoors when my friends came to play. I wanted to go out and join them, but my monster stood in the way and wouldn't budge. One day, my monster was waiting for me after school. It was gigantic, and it was in a bad mood. I tried to lose it, but I couldn't. It followed me all the way to Gran's house. Gran asked me what was wrong. In the end, I told her how my monster just wouldn't go away. It wouldn't leave me alone, ever. Gran listened quietly. And suddenly, my monster stopped what he was doing and listened too. It seemed to me that as I talked, my monster got smaller and smaller and smaller. And then I knew that I could make my monster go away. So that's interesting. As the little boy was talking to his Gran about what was bothering him and what was worrying him, the monster got smaller. The next day, I saw my monster at school. It looked a bit lost, so I picked it up and put it in my pocket. I stroked its fur and it went to sleep. It wasn't as scary anymore. Look at the size difference. Do you remember at the beginning of the story when the little boy was tiny and the monster was huge? It's the other way around now. I don't worry about my monster so much these days. I go to school and play with my friends. My monster likes my pocket, and I feel okay knowing it's not there. Knowing it's there. But if it ever feels like getting out, I tell it to behave. My monster is part of me. We've known each other from the beginning. This is me. This is my monster. Now you'll notice this page was opposite to the beginning. The little boy was tiny and the monster was big. But now, because the little boy talked about what was bothering him, the monster got smaller. And the monster is representing his worries. And that we're all the same. If you let your worries get to you and you don't talk to them, and they build up and they build up and they get bigger and bigger until eventually they start making you feel sad or making you not want to do things. But as soon as the little boy in the story talked to his gran and talked to her about what was bothering him, his monster got smaller. It's always there. We've all got worries and they're always there. But because he talked about them and told it to behave, he was able to manage them. And he liked knowing it was there, but he was able to deal with it. And that's important for all of you as well, is if you're worried about something, talk to somebody. Talk to your mum or your dad or whoever looks after you. It could be a friend, if you could pick up the phone, or it could be, if you're worried about something, you could ask your teacher to give you a bell, or me, I'm happy to give you a bell and talk to you. Okay, but talk about your worries. And mums and dads, that applies to you as well. So boys and girls, the assembly I wanted to introduce to you this week was about something that we are very, very lucky to have, and it's called the Worry Monster. Okay, there's a little bit, one of the books that goes with it. And not the Worry Monster, sorry, the Worry Wizard. And the Worry Wizard is a lovely, lovely pack that we're going to be introducing in our school to help you to understand how to manage your worries and what to do to look after yourself and your well-being. And we're so lucky to have it. And we huge thank you to Roses Way Foundation who have gifted us this pack, which means that we'll be able to use it with our children and with our school and with our staff as well. So the aim of my assembly this week was to introduce it to you, and it's got a lovely video that goes with it. So we're having technical difficulties with that. So as soon as I get that done, I'll be able to share the Worry Wizard with you. But I thought I'd revisit My Monster and Me because it links so nicely to it, and it's all about your worries and talking about them and how it helps. So like I said, we're so excited to introduce that to you. So fingers crossed I'll be able to do that soon as my IT issues are sorted. So boys and girls, I hope you're all well. Keep trying your best. Thank you so much for all the lovely hard work you're doing at home. Keep trying your best. That's all we want from you. Do what you can and when you can. And remember, a little bit is better than nothing at all. But we're so proud of how you're coping and so proud of how well you're doing. So keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see you soon. Bye guys, take care.